So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy and in today's video we are talking 5-star read predictions. So I think this is actually the first time I've ever filmed this video. Like, can I even call myself a booktuber at the minute? Who knows? But I have a range of books that are on my TBR and these are books that I really do think, I hope, will be 5-star reads for me. So I've made myself a big cup of coffee and I'm just ready to talk all about these amazing books, which I really hope will be 5-star reads. I have seen a lot of incredible reviews for these books, so these are some of the creme de la creme of my TBR, I really hope. I've also noticed most of these are fantasy, so let me know if you want a 5-star read prediction from a different genre, maybe like romance or, I don't know, contemporary or something like that, because I do realise I obviously read a lot of fantasy and all of these selections are fantasy. So without further ado, let's get on to the books that I think will be 5-star reads for me. Okay, so first up is a book that's been on my TBR for quite a while now. It is Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. So this is the UK proof copy and I've had this on my shelf for probably about 4 years or something. How long has it even been out? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I've had this on my shelf for years. So this is a fantasy book all about a girl called Mia who is basically trained to be a weapon of death. She is trained to be an assassin. And there is so much love for this series by Jay Kristoff that I really think that it will be a 5-star read for me. I've seen so many amazing reviews from a lot of creators who I really respect their opinions and they also have very similar taste to me. So I really do believe that Nevernight will be my first 5-star read of 2021. So I have a lot of high hopes for this one and I really hope I'm proven right. I'm also going to hopefully do a 5-star read prediction check-in so that when I read these books I will be able to create a video and let you know if they actually did live up to my 5-star prediction. I have very big hopes for this book. I think it sounds like a book that I will love and I trust a lot of the people who have given it 5 stars, so I will let you guys know what I think of it, but let me know if you've read this one and if you gave it 5 stars. My next 5-star read prediction is another proof that has been sitting on my shelf for about 2 years perhaps, which I know is ridiculous and I really need to get better at reading books that get sent to me, but this is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. So this proof might sparkle you to death, like it is the most glimmeriest proof, if glimmery is a word, but the conclusion of this series, which I think is a trilogy, is concluding this year and I've seen a few people already start to read the 3rd book and this series has gotten a lot of really amazing reviews. And when I first received this I did think, oh, it just sounds like a very kind of run-of-the-mill fantasy novel, but I think this series is a lot more and I've just seen nothing but love for the series. So this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling featuring a cursed prince, and he basically is cursed to relive the autumn of his 18th year until someone falls in love with him. So this sounds incredible and I don't know why I haven't read this yet, but I think I will be reading this very soon because I've been in the mood for like a fantasy romance for so long and this just sounds like it's going to tick all the boxes. So I'm very excited for this. I think it will be 5 stars for me, but let me know if you've read this and you rated it 5 stars. Like, I would love to know your guys' opinions. And oh my gosh, this sounds incredible, and the fact that the series is kind of rounding off this year makes me think I need to get to it pretty fast. Okay, I think I lied when I said this was all fantasy because my next 5-star read prediction is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. So I recently picked this up on a recent book haul when I went to Waterstones, when Waterstones was open. Oh my gosh, I miss those days. Anyway, you probably have heard all about this book if you haven't read it yet. But this is like a seminal dark academia like text basically. This is about a group of students who are at university and basically led by their classics professor. This group of students basically plays with morality itself and it gets very dark, or so I've heard. So I am probably the last person in the world who hasn't read this yet, but I've seen some mixed reviews. I've seen some people who said this doesn't quite live up to the hype, and I've seen some people who said this is phenomenal. So I'm not really sure which camp I'm going to fall into, but I will let you guys know, and I really do hope it is a 5-star read for me. So the next 5-star read prediction is one that I'm feeling fairly confident about. That is because it is a sequel, and it is The Dragon Republic by R.F. Kuang. So the reason why I'm optimistic about this one, and I do really think that it will be a 5-star read for me, is because I adored The Poppy War, which is the first book to the series, so much. I gave it 5 stars, and I already believe in R.F. Kuang's like writing style and her ability to craft characters and, you know, create incredible plot twists and everything like that. So I do believe that this book will be 5 stars, but I also think it will break my heart and blow my mind, quite possibly. I also know this is going to be dark, so dark, because this is grimdark fantasy, so it is kind of grittier, it's morally very grey, and its characters do things that are very morally grey. So this is going to be an interesting read for me, but I do think it might be a 5-star read for me. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments if you did enjoy this book. If you did give it 5 stars, I want to know. And continuing the vein of epic fantasy, we have a fantasy master who I think I'm going to end up giving 5 stars to this first book in his series. It is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is part 1 of the first book. So because the books are so huge, the publisher has decided to split the books in 2. So this is still a huge book, but this is book 1 of the Stormlight Archive, and I have heard nothing but incredible things about the Stormlight Archive. I've already read Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series, which I think I gave like every novel in that series 5 stars, so I'm feeling very optimistic that The Way of Kings will be a 5-star read for me. That's if I ever get through it, because this book is like 600 pages alone. This is only part 1 of book 1, so I don't know when I'm going to get around to reading this. I hope this year. It's been on my kind of TBR for so long to read the Stormlight Archive. So I'm feeling quietly confident that maybe this is the year I read the Stormlight Archive, or like, you know, at least book 1 of it, because book 1's going to take me a while, I'm not going to lie. I have seen nothing but incredible reviews for this series, and I'm really hoping that The Way of Kings is a 5-star read for me. Like, if you have read the Stormlight Archive, let me know what you thought of The Way of Kings, and I just hope it's a 5-star read for me, because I already love Brandon Sanderson's writing style and his ability to craft amazing fantasy worlds. So I do think this might be 5 stars for me. So I'm crossing my fingers that I even can get through it, and we will see what happens. And the final book I actually don't have in my possession because it isn't out yet. My final 5-star read prediction of the books that I hope to read in this half of 2021 is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. I gave the first 3 books in the Court of Thorns and Roses series 5 stars. A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book in the series, is one of my favourite books of all time. Like, that book was mind-blowing, and I have such high expectations for A Court of Silver Flames, and I really hope that they're met. I can't see how this book will be anything less than 5 stars. So when we do the kind of, you know, check-in for this video and we go over the books that I mentioned in this video and if they actually were 5 stars, if A Court of Silver Flames, like, disappoints me, I'm going to be so gutted in that video, because out of all the books I mentioned today, I think A Court of Silver Flames, it has to be 5 stars for me. Like, how can it not be? It's about Nesta and Cassian. I'm all sorts of emotional for that book. I'm gonna be Sarah J Maas trash, you know, for the rest of 2021 when that book gets released. So I'm sorry if you're not a Sarah J Maas fan, but oh my god, it's rare that a book isn't 5 stars of hers for me. Like, that's why I have placed A Court of Silver Flames on such a high pedestal, because I really believe it'll be 5 stars, and if it's not, I'm gonna be so gutted, you have no idea. Anyway guys, that is the end of my 5-star read predictions. This was so much fun to make, and I really hope that you agreed with some of my choices. If you've read any of my choices, I want you to let me know in a comment, because I want to know what you gave those books. So guys, that's enough from me today. All books will be linked in the description bar below. And if you did enjoy this video, why not click subscribe for a lot more videos like this coming up in 2021. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time guys. Bye.